Hello, welcome to the Screampunk Fashion Show at Gaslight Gathering 6. Thank you for coming. Thank you for braving the heat. I'm so glad that you guys came. We're just getting lined up back there, and we are going to start on time, I'm happy to say. So I'm going to let you know a little anecdote. I was sort of having nightmares that, oh my God, what if none of my models showed up? It's always my fear. I spent since March, so that was about 7 months ago, gathering the models for this. And some of those people have been working on their outfits for 7 months. So many of the things you'll see are handmade or handmade by themselves or by others. They've done a really great job. But my nightmare was, oh my God, what if something happens and none of them show up? And then I just sort of had a vision. Every year, the audience here at Gaslight, you guys could be the models. You guys are amazing. So we could still have a fashion show, even if none of our lovely models showed up. You guys would steal the show. So I just want to let you know a few announcements before I introduce our lovely MC. Please stay seated. I know a lot of you have friends and family that are in the show, but unlike other shows, we don't really want you to rush the stage and take their pictures. We will have some official photographers and the press going back and forth up here to take photos. Also, following the fashion show, everybody will be up here, all the models up here on the stage for a group shot. Right after that, you're all instructed to go into the courtyard here for photos with you guys. So if anybody wants to take a photo with their favorite scary model or their favorite clever maker, please go over there and you can talk to them and take photos with them. We'll need to empty this area in preparation for the next event. So, once again, I am Lisa Vaca of Saturday Steampunk and Gaslight Gathering, and we thank you so much for coming. I would like to now introduce you to our lovely mistress of ceremonies, the talented, beautiful, I know she's around here somewhere. Do I have to say the magic word? Do I say her name 3 times? Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Mari.
Hello, you tasty morsels. Before we get started, let's get a few ground rules going on. When I turn, my name is Lady Shadow. Don't be shy. I don't bite hard or deep, but I do get my pound. Or in this case, my couple of ounces. Anyway, welcome to the Gaslight Gathering San Diego Screampunk Fashion Show. One of the rules is, you see what you like, we want to hear it. Can I hear it now? Make this old heart feel good. You're going to see some gadgets and gadgets, some wonderful fashions, some wonderful eye candy for the ladies. Can I hear it, girls? All right, yeah, I've already checked them out. You know, I got to do that for my girls. All right, if everybody knows, this is Screamer. He's my little companion. And he's the one that will be second judging. If I say sick 'em Screamer, that's a good sign. All right, we're not going to be, we've got a limited time here. So what we're going to start with is our fashion show. Are we ready for our first model? Oh, I love enthusiasm. Gives me a reason to come above ground. I know. Sorry. The back looks just as good as the front. Thank you. All right, we're going to start with number 2. I can't count. We're going to start with number 2. Nice big French. I love these people. They understand old people. All right. This person is Harry Hart. Victoria Witchy Lab Assistant. I'm just going to sit down here and let you enjoy it. Victoria.
She's coming your way.
Where is she? Oh, yeah, hi, cute. I can't do this. Okay, Victoria is a witchy lab assistant. Victoria was once lab assistant to Dr. Victor von Frankenstein, aiding his experience that she hoped would save lives. She became increasingly infatuated with him, so could not see that he only wanted to give life to his creature. Dr. Frankenstein discovered that Victoria had latent witch abilities and used them without her knowledge to fuel his terrible experiments. One fateful day, a terrible lab explosion brought forth her latent talent. Fleeing and hurt in heart, mind, and body, she learned to control and expand her new powers. Victoria uses her ability to repeatedly travel back in time to that horrible... I'm not moving. To that horrible day when she learned that she would never love her, he would never love her, and had only been using her. She created a portable home. Please get over here. Go behind the stage, is that what you just said? She created a portable home which she shrinks herself inside to fit. She makes magical mischief, but she never causes harm, for she is, after all, a good witch. You know what they say about... Oh! I doesn't want a piece of eye candy. I had them behind the speaker. Cut me off. This is not my first rodeo. That sounds like it. You. Can I get 3, 2, 1? I'm on? Oh. I may be a blood-sucking vampire, but I'm always a lady. All right, now go to number 3.
Yes, please.
All right, let's get our next one up here, and this shouldn't take so long. We have...
Girl, I'm not doing it.
If I have to do this from behind the curtain, it's going to get ugly in here. All right, we have... Is it too loud? So am I good here?
DJ.
Can you hear me now?
What?
Can they hear me now? Click it to the other side. What's wrong with this booth?
Just raise it up.
To your necklace.
Very close to the mouth.
It's too close to my necklace?
Get it closer.
Mouth. Just closer to here.
Flip it to your necklace. Necklace, not nipples.
It's hard to hear up here.
Very different kind of show.
We only got like 45 minutes to do this, folks. We can't be dressing me.
Yay! But it's not.
Is that better?
Much better.
Alright, thank you.
Can you hear me now? All right. You know, this isn't working here. Let me do this. All right. Our next models, plural, Cindy Pacelli with Jerry Abawan. They are Arthur Kipps and Janet Drableau from The Woman in Black. Arthur Kipps recently lost his wife and fell into depression. He moves to a remote village to examine the paperwork of a deceased client in an old secluded house. Arthur soon finds that Elmar's house is haunted by the vengeful ghost of a woman dressed in black, Janet Drableau. He also learns that she had a son, Nathaniel, who drowned in the marsh. She wanders the marsh and the village, taking the children of the townspeople as revenge for her lost son. Jerry is dressed in Victorian gentleman's attire, with candle held high. He searches the dark corridors of the old house after hearing strange noises and seeing someone in the shadows. Cindy is dressed in full Victorian mourning, her veils billowing as she wanders the marsh looking for her son. Can we hear it for the woman in black? Now we have tarot cards. This is Berta Hussey Nichols. She is a tarot card of the High Priestess. Oh yeah. Bring it on, girls. High Priestess. The High Priestess card means something that can only be understood by experience. She symbolizes truth, wisdom, and understanding, which resides in every heart and soul. When she beckons you, go to her in faith and without frustration, for her truths cannot be studied, only learned. Isn't she a vision? Catherine Fisher, our next tarot card, is the Empress. The Empress card means abundance and creation. Oh yeah. She heralds a time of creativity and holds the fiery heart of life in her hands. The act of creation is not always pretty, but all new things spring from its heart. Use her influence for positive means. Do we have some positive ideas of what to do with her? Next we have the tarot card, Death. And this is being done by Joe Geekley. The Death card means an ending that brings about transformation. Death in tarot symbolizes the final end of something, be it friendship or a job, and lets us know that what we expect is nigh. Change is an integral part of life, and death awaits us all. Darlene Rixey comes as our Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords card means someone who supports and nurtures new ideas, systems, and communication. The Queen of Swords is a faithful friend, strong but wary of wasting time. With her sword, she cuts the false from the true while protecting those she loves. I would love this woman if I were you. And last we have Kimberly Carlisle, and she is our Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands cards means supporting the will, inspiration, and passion of others. This queen draws people and good luck to her like moths to a flame. She has no patience for those who wallow in self-doubt, and her inner power can carry her anywhere she needs to go. Our Queen of Wands. And we have our house, please step forward, ladies, our House of Cards. One more round if you please. Lovely ladies. Oh, don't let me hit you, all right. And if anyone didn't know, she made those right here at Gaslight Gathering. All right, our next performer is Ruth Clausen. She is La Chuza, the Owl Woman. Mexican legend tells the tale of the crone who can turn into an owl. She preys on people she thinks have done her wrong or will steal their child to use in occult rituals. If she decides to target you, she will sit outside your door, making sounds like a baby until you come out and she swoops you away. Those unexplained scratches on your door and windowsills may have come from her terrifying claws. Ruthie merged two costumes together and then handcrafted a wooden owl mask with steampunk feathers and hand-painted a silk cape with owl feathers, all done on her own. Can we hear it for the Owl Woman? We continue with Salomon Roja, the Headless Horseman. Need any help, baby? All right. The legendary horseman is reputed to be a Hessian soldier from America's Revolutionary War who was decapitated by a cannonball and now roams Sleepy Hollow on the back of his horse, his severed head on the pommel of his saddle. The horseman is said to be incapable of crossing the bridge at the town entrance, partly because ghosts are believed to be incapable of crossing water. Although he is shown throwing his head across the river to strike down Ichabod Crane, Ichabod's fate is left ambiguous. Some allege that he has been carried off by the horseman, while others suggest that Ichabod fled to a distant part of New York. Headless Horseman! Our next fashion model is Rebecca Rowan. And she is Rhiannon Damala. Oh, hey. Rhiannon Damala is looking for Henry VIII, Edward VI, or any other designation you may think of. She is known as the Night Queen and is always on the lookout for a mate. Or is that prey? Rebecca is wearing one of her own creations with a blood-red chemise covered by a fashionable corset over a webby creation of a bustle. Her cape is again the blood-red undertones with the web creation on top. Her geared arms give her added strength against her powerful prey mates. Can we hear it for Rhiannon? So if there are any of you single guys out there, I'd find someone to start with. All right, now we have Heather and John Bowman. They are Lady Van Buren and Sir J. Van Buren, Banshee and Hunter. The lovely Lady Van Buren has recently discovered she has the uncanny ability to change into an ethereal form of a screaming banshee. Nice. Perhaps a gift from her Irish descendants. The change always took place with no rhyme or reason before she was able to fight it. But tonight she has lost the battle. She runs through the forest chased by her husband, J. Van Buren, dressed only in white lace and velvet undergarments. She realizes he can't possibly recognize her with her hair now, its silvery tangled mane, her ghostly pale skin, and a gaping black hole in place of her mouth. Van Buren, dashing in his monster hunting attire and armed with the tools of his trade, is unaware he is chasing his beloved wife. He has brought his latest invention, the screaming banshee muzzle. With this muzzle, he can capture the beast and keep its shrill, ear-splitting screams before she dispatches the get it down. Yeah. Will she find a way to identify herself to her sheriff's husband before he puts her to death? He's gonna put her to death, folks. She gonna die, folks. All right, can you hear it? Yes. Here we are. Did I lose that? Oh, let's see. Oh, excuse me. Yep. I didn't give this. 44. Yeah. Okay, now we have Zina Kachlitsky. And she is the ghost swan struck down by a dirigible. Is no bird safe from this modern menace? The swan was winging her way to the ballet at Swan Lake when she was propelled into the afterlife through the misapplication of a propeller. The ghost swan now carries goggles for spotting flying humans and Swahilda's patented puncturer for bursting their bubbles. Cute, isn't she? She's for sale. All right. Continuing on, have we liked what we've seen so far? Excellent. Well, let's carry on, shall we? Paul Martell. He is Dr. Bile, plague doctor, mortician, and medic. I don't want to know if I want a doctor that's also a plague doctor and a mortician. Dr. Bile is the chief mortician medic for Baron Karza's army of dog soldiers. He acquires body parts and uses the dark sciences and black arts to keep his Baron's clockwork zombified soldiers battle ready and fighting. Living or dead, no one is safe from his dark ministrations. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Dr. Bile is wearing a European high-collared storm coat, surplus European medic bag, and scratch-built armor pieces and accoutrements. refinished weapons and gear. Again, be afraid. Be very afraid. Continuing on, Jessica Woods is our corpse bride. Oh, yeah? Back from the dead once again is the infamous corpse bride, known previously for trying to marry a living man deeply in love. This time she is, more reasonably, searching for a gentleman more like herself. Well, which is dead and not about to marry the living. Okay? Feeling as though most men wouldn't live up to her standards, she has been biding her time. Her criteria are fairly simple. She would like to enjoy tea time, although being dead, it's rather impossible to actually consume tea, as the current state of her wedding attire can attest. Engage in intellectual conversation, play organ duets, sing. I'd sing at that duet too. And perhaps invent a few things. Interested skeletal men are encouraged to roam the graveyard at night. And that little faux pas is actually in here. All right, we now have Ed Stanfield. He is the evil minion Ed. Yeah, oh yeah. Okay. We all owe a great deal of gratitude to our esteemed colleague and mentor, Dr. Nefario. His groundbreaking PX41 serum has truly transformed. Don't even think. Anyway, has truly transformed the evil league of evil's ability to strike fear into the peel of even the fiercest bananas. When asked about Dr. Nefario, evil minion Ed stated, "Ooh, party hard, ba!" I know that's something, but I don't know what it means. Ha ha ha, ha ha ha, yeah. He's kind of cute. He's kind of cute, isn't he? And yeah, he's cute in a minion kind of way. Let me just put some of these excess papers over here before I do something strange. Okay. All right now? Okay, works for me. All right. Mommy has to go get something to drink. So, a word from our sponsor. Oh, granddaughter!
Technology. This is right here.
Okay, I just have to find out where you are. Let me just, no. I just want to make it before the got out of the place.
Good. Hello. I am Madame Askew. And I am the Grand Arbiter. How do you do?
It is on! Can you hear me now? Hello!
Hello.
We are here to talk about all the teen-nanigans this weekend.
So many shenanigans. We're actually going to be racing teapot.
Teapot racing is the latest craze, and it is approved by Lord Akeldama himself. He likes it nearly as much as these waistcoats we have today. Show us your waistcoats, gentlemen. That's right. We'll be doing that today here at 3:30, right here on this stage.
Yes, it should be quite exciting. Quite? Now, we also have several other tea dueling events this weekend. 2 tomorrow, 1 at 11. 11.
So early.
Super early.
So your tea biscuits will be perky.
Perky, indeed. And then we also have the grand finale, the grand fantastic,
The final biscuit throwdown.
which should be in Garden Salon 2 at 3.
That's correct. We'll see you there.
Delightful!
Delightful yourselves.
What? It doesn't show that I just snapped, did it? I believe in being a neat feeder. Just so you know, there is a difference between eating and the difference between feeding. Does anyone know the difference? All right, let me tell you. When you eat, you have to chew. Now, we have Nikolai Duarte. He is Abraham Lincoln, vampire what? They didn't tell me that was in there. This is Abraham Lincoln, vampire hunter. Our great president woke up after a botched attempt on his life, mad as hell, and vowed to eternally hunt the villains who manipulated the South. Like any good El Presidente, he's wearing the suit he was wearing when buried. He now sits at the back of every theater he attends. It's time to even the score. All 4 of them. Oh, so he's really not so bad. Oh, a steak for me. Yeah. Let's give it to him because we have that kind in steampunk too. Now we have Robert Jones, Chaplain Captain Steele. Just as Confederate forces were retreating from Gettysburg in 1863, the battlefield dead rose and attacked all the survivors, creating a massive undead army soon known as the Reckoners. 14 years later, the war between the states rages on, brother against brother, and all against the undead. Chaplain Captain Steele is a Union soldier fighting against England, the Confederates, and Mexico, and the hordes of undead who care not for any government, but only to consume the living. I have an issue with that. Steele wears an 1874 blouse, okay, an 1860 Colt Army cap, and period-appropriate trousers and boots, as well as an 1876 canvas ammunition belt. His shoulder boards denote his status as a chaplain. His weapons may seem standard issue, but they are powerful relics to fight the Reckoners. His cavalry saber, contains a silver. That was heavy. His cavalry saber contains a sliver of the holy sword Durandal, and his Colt Grizzly Bear is capable of stopping all mortal threats, not immortal ones. And a good majority of the supernatural ones as well. I'm not supernatural. For a lengthy reckoning of Captain Chaplain Steele's history, please consult our model, Mr. Jones. Come on, give it up! Yeah. I love a person that can wear his weapons well. All right, just like that one in the back. You got my number, right? Because I love a man that puts his balls up front. Okay. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, yeah, you're young. Okay. Dean LaCrone, who is our Dr. Artemis Peepers. Time-traveling hero Dr. Artemis Peepers has dedicated his life to fighting many incarnations of evil. Beware nefarious creatures that go bump in the night. Dr. Peepers is coming for you, no matter what time period you call home. His father was a werewolf, and his mother was a witch. This conflicting combination of raw feral canine power and mystical abilities lends itself to Dr. Peepers' explosive and supernatural powers, which can be difficult to control when unleashed. Dr. Peepers' shoulder companion is his longtime friend, Driggin. Driggin is a drabbit, half dragon, half rabbit, with whom he communicates telepathically. Oh yes. Don't you feel the fear? Yeah. Do you feel the fear? Yes! Oh yeah. It's all there. You gonna flap your what? Oh, you gotta take all that stuff off. We don't have any kind of time, sweetie. What are your hands doing back there? Okay. I think you're tangled up. You can come back later and show it to us. Yes, darling. No kidding. How far behind schedule are we running, kitten? This is my stage kitten. Please say hi to my stage kitten. If I ever hear her growl at you, I'll come at you and bite you. And how far behind schedule are we?
But let's speed it up a little bit.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes, ma'am. What? Oh, there you are. 5 mode. Father Ignatius. Demon Hunter. Father Ignatius hunts those. What the hell? Said speed it up, is that it? I've already bitten you once, be nice. Okay, using holy relics and artifacts from the Vatican's most secret vaults, he tracks these monsters and returns them to hell from whence they came. His access to the Da Vinci collection of scientific devices puts him well ahead of the traditional Jimmy hunters. Do you like any of Father Ignatius' steampunk creations? Build your own instructions found at the Iron Tailor's website. There you go, Doc. By the way, Dr. Peeper's wings, as well as our Queen of Swords wings, were all made in his workshop. Okay, now I'll speed it up a little more. This is going to get good. Jeffrey Barker, Father Shandor, vampire. What is it with these vampire hunters? Father Shandor has diligently fought the forces of evil and darkness for decades now. Despite the this isn't good. This is not good. Despite the wishes of his order that he direct his attention to his living flock of parishioners rather than the blood-sucking hordes, I take offense to that. The many tools of his trade that he carries with him always, including his 5-pound hand-carved rosary, have each saved his life on many occasions. How long will his blessings of luck hold out? Take off the collar, baby, and find out. Can we hear it for the Father? The Invisible Man. After quaffing a formula of his own devising, Dr. Seymour McCleary found that he was able to blend into a crowd with nearly no trouble. Seymour wears a simple Victorian gentleman's frock. No, I'm telling you what he's wearing, okay? Note the unusually bright and airy colors of his waistcoat. In defiance of society's expectations for sober men of science. Yes, very bright. Very nice, doctor. And they say some people don't have a sense of humor. Tony Quirk is Dr. Frankenstein. That's not the way it's written, honey. Dr. Frankenstein. What Halloween wouldn't be complete without Dr. Frankenstein? The title character from Mary Shelley's 1819 novel. Frankenstein has been portrayed in countless movies, television, and theatrical productions. This outfit features the Howie-style lab coat and comes from the Gentleman's Emporium. Completing the ensemble are industrial-strength rubber gloves, goggles, various Victorian-era mad scientist surgical tools, and the Wimhurst high-voltage generating machine. It's alive! Don't play at me! I'm good being dead. I like being dead. I can do things the living can't do. I talk about people and they can't get back at me. Let's see here. There you go. All right, then we're going. Arena Ladell Small. Nope. I don't know who she is either. Are you who we say you are? Oh, this woman's gorgeous. Oh, let me help you here, sweetie. I don't care who she is. Okay, straight from Dr. Frankenstein or Frankenstein?
It's Frankenstein.
It is Frankenstein. Straight from Dr. Frankenstein's operating table arises Bolter Lightning. Awakened from the dead with a mind of her own, Bolter grew weary of all the fighting between the doctor and the creature over whom would claim her. She fled the castle like a bat out of hell. Now she's on her own and on the loose, spreading her whimsy, wit, and love for all horrors and creatures of the night. Her straitjacket-inspired boots are London Trash, were the inspiration for this character. Oh, they're on sale for 75% off. She fell head over heels. A full steampunk character can start from a single piece and sprout into a full-fledged persona. We need more of that, don't we? We need more of that, don't we? Thank you. Wasn't all men saying that either. All right, Daniel Fernandez, Bishop Tomas de Tormada, the Grand Inquisitor. Into every generation a slayer is born. He alone wields the strength and skill to fight the vampires, demons, and the forces of darkness. He alone can stop the spread of their evil and the swell of their numbers. He is the slayer, Bishop Thomas de Torquemada, the first Grand Inquisitor of the Spanish Inquisition. Daniel wears an authentic chasuble from Shrine Church of the Sea, New York City, and a custom-made leather harness holding the bishop's diverse weaponry, dual katana swords, and a mare's leg shotgun. Whoa, nobody expects to eat the Spanish Inquisition! Yeah, take a picture with that. Yes. Okay, am I saying? Oh, yes. Sorry, I missed my cue, didn't I? We'll do it again. Okay, keep going. That way, Inquisitor. Really, he can go whichever way he wants. Now we have Gene Forer, Ghost Rider, Devil's Bounty Hunter. Yeah, Carter Slade was once a Texas Ranger in the Old West, but got greedy. Slade was sentenced to death, but while he awaited the gallows, a stranger offered him a deal that would free him in return for his soul. Slade became the Ghost Rider, Mephistopheles' bounty hunter. Slade is asked to collect 1,000 corrupt souls from the town of San Venganza. Because so many loose souls would cause hell on earth, he refused, and did what no Ghost Rider had done before. He took the contract of San Venganza and outran the devil. Carter Slade hasn't been seen in over 100 years, but evildoers should still beware, because even though Slade has disappeared, there will always be a Ghost Rider! Guilty! Alright, Poppy Appleton and Treb. Poppy Appleton and Cuthbert Deshane are Tesla Rangers of the wild and steamy West. However, every hero has a past, and Poppy and Gobert, also known as Bert, were mercenaries and bandits before they found their hero's calling. These costumes represent the time when Bert and Poppy's adventures were very much as wild as the West. Poppy's hat is an excellent thrift store find, and she is wearing a custom-made corset from Pendragon Costumes, a custom-made shoulder holster, and bullet-banded bowler hat from Steampunk House. Better detail on hat and necklace made by Poppy, light-up cat goggles made by Treb. Treb's rabbit is named Twitch. Treb's wearing a utility kilt, desert scarf, and felt cowboy hat. His custom right arm bracer is by Thieves' Den, Cutler's light-up goggles, left arm bracer, and trinket detail, as well as the rear dual back holster, were also made by Treb. The custom right and left low-slung holsters were made by Steampunk Out and a random Etsy find. Is that fast enough? Oh, yeah. Okay, let me see here. A little more paper. Thank you. All right, we have the Dia de las Muertes group that consists of Renee Foley, Evie Metz, Laura Yogi Miller, and Jennifer Berman. Dating back to the ancient Axis Festival celebrating the goddess Aimektekitsiwato and elaborated on by the Catholic celebration of All Saints Day, the November 1st, Day of the Dead, focuses on gatherings of family and friends to pray for, remember friends and family members who have died, and help support their spiritual journey. The beautiful but chilly skeletal faces remind us of our own mortality and encourage celebration of life. Makeup by Evie Burtz with the help of Rob Berman's laboratory. Nicely done. Nicely done. Thank you. Thank you. Nicely done. Kelly Springer is Ivy Hisselpenny. In a world of vampires, werewolves, and puff bonnets, Miss Hisselpenny may only be just pretty and just wealthy with a propensity for wearing extremely silly hats, but do not count her out when mischief is afoot. Kelly's outfit, inspired by Gail Carringer's Finishing School series, is entirely handmade, including the hat. Undergarments were custom made by Lady Waiting Fashion. Accessories by Jen Springer. Face this way. Yeah, face that way. And then go this way. All right. We have Michael Jacobson, Colonel Wolfbane, Werewolf Monster Hunter. There are numerous monsters hiding out in this world with just as many hunters seeking them out. Tell me about it. But who's to say they can't be one and the same? Colonel Michael Wolfbane uses his unique skills and experiences to help maintain a peace between the world of man and those creatures that are harmless and would simply remain left alone. You can never know what to expect from this werewolf in a top hat. Wolfbane's look consists of a handmade bodysuit and resin-based wolf head accessorized with a leather mask. The blue matter-powered clockwork arm include sand-integrated projected optical display and has various accessories such as a mini Gatling attachment or an articulated mechanical clock. All right, yeah, okay. Michelle Brindle, Lady Liliati Liptonbow. They're really working my jaws here. Is a Victorian monster hunter, and she herself is a member of the undead. As she captures the souls of the creatures of the night, she takes on their powers and attributes them and uses them for good to destroy the evilness in the world. She will eat your brains and devour your soul, but only if you're wicked. Let's talk, okay? James Hay is Baron Necra. The Baron Necra is a classical all-around Victorian melodrama villain, slinking wherever he goes. He is an evil genius specializing in distressing damsels and thwarting heroes, though he also keeps his hand in cheating widows and orphans out of their homes and farms and throwing them out into the snow. But he too suffers. For years, women have spurned his advances and mocked his enormous cranium. And so he has invented the tiny Hattinator. He aims it at a woman's hat and presto, the hat shrinks down to a tiny size, making their heads look gigantic. You may have seen his work in the convention. Eve Riot is our sexy circus freak beast. Oh yes. Everyone enjoys a circus freak or a sexy beast, and luckily, Eve Riot is both. Whether taking to the air or obeying the laws of gravity, she creates performances with fans, spheres, hoops, and more. Circuses were a main event for many Victorians when the train came through town, and she aims to razzle-dazzle wherever she finds herself. Eve Riot works one-on-one with her local makers and thrift stores to create her scary, sexy look, and with the delightful Madame Askew, who even from afar can help this clown create a chaotic ensemble. Do we like? Yeah, right! John Floyd is Grit, thug for hire. Grit is a thug for hire, traveling with the airship smugglers, hailing from parts either undisclosed or unknown. Oh yeah, this is gonna hurt. He currently resides in southern Arizona. He can usually be found with his best friend Grimes. They go together like black and blue. Grit sports the latest dapper threads from Deborah Hoff's Big and Rocky collection. His Boulevard collection, biceps, glutes, and digits are comprised of EVA insulation and shipping foam. If you try to see what's under his shirt, be prepared for a knuckle sandwich and a taste of his pet rock, Lucy. You don't want her to escape her chain. So, stay out of dark alleys, keep your nose clean, and you may never have to meet him for a thumping. I like him. All I want to know is, does he iron clothes and do laundry? All right, Estelle is our Grand Mistress of Steam, a Grim Reaper. The mistress stalks the world looking for her prey. She hunts on endlessly each and every day. Whether you be frail and old or young and bold, she will surely find you out, for death is what she's about. The Grand Mistress of Steam will take you through that door, and once you enter, you will be no more. Can we talk? All right. Debbie Boyd is the Victorian Grim Reaper. This grim personage is pushing her latest victim, struck down by electrocution, to her laboratory to ensure the work is done. Gosh, he still seems to have a little life in him. A reaper's work is never done. Debbie's gown is by Victorian choice, and her victim was felled by Edison's infernal creation. Can we hear it? He does look like he has a little more twitch in him, doesn't he? I'd like. All right, Michael. Uh-oh, he doesn't want to go, does he? Uh-huh, turn it up. Oh, yeah, I like that. Dark Steampunk Ringmaster. Ah! This dark steampunk ringmaster keeps creatures of all sorts from all time dimensions under his thrall. He is the wrangler and master of all things that go bump in the night. His companion is an untamed miniature lion with powers that we can only guess at. I'd like to know what that little pussy can do. Nice. Next is Rebecca Yusey, the drowned lady. Rebecca hand-painted her finger puppets and created this outfit mostly from garments already in her closet. Rebecca is a creature from the inky ocean depths, cursed after surviving a shipwreck. What was supposed to be a lovely boat tour following a fashion show on the sunny coast turned into a nightmare as a freak storm turned the boat and all were lost except for one. She wears the remnants of the fashion of the day, resplendent and now forever soggy. Nice. Very nice. Moni's little diabolical steampunk queen. Presenting the diabolical queen regent who rules with a heart of iron over many temporal dimensions. She is rumored to be secretly a witch. But when she was asked, she is known to flash a wild and charming smile and say, "Enchantress sounds so much more powerful, don't you agree?" Oh yes, my dear, I agree wholeheartedly. Don't we love strong, dangerous, powerful women, don't we? Oh, Tiffany Sturheim is Count Orlok, Steampunk Nosferatu. Count Orlok goes by many names, most known him as Nosferatu, the Bird of Death. He recently immigrated to the New World to develop a respirator of his own design, which diffuses the essence of his native soil and allows him to move freely in daylight and even remove it for short periods of time. This allows him to blend into the steampunk community where, oh gosh, perhaps we said too much. He might be next to you next time and you did not even know. Do we not love it? Yuri Cooley is our steampunk gargoyle. Yes! She lurks away from the sun. She enjoys long walks around the cathedral and peeping in on absinthe parties. She was created into this nameless, fearsome being and has no correction of her former self, though she has been alive for a long, long time. She looks after the Cathedral of Cthulhu and keeps bad spirits at bay. All hail Cthulhu! Yes, excellent. Ona Sinchuk is our creepy doll. A masterless doll that hunts the land searching for her master. Even though he set her free, she still yearns to find him. This character is made from scratch over 2 weeks except for the ruffle top of the skirt, with materials bought starting at There's nobody here.
Very small doll.
That's a very small doll. Where you at, girl? Nope. All right, girlfriend. Do we have a doll or do we have a midget or what? She's coming? All right, after the doll. We'll leave the doll up wherever she is right now. I'm sure she's doing something naughty, as dolls do. We have Galen Woda, who is Little Red Riding Hood. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Not Little Red. What a big axe you have. Enough to fend off all those creepy crawlers that howl deep into the night. And then off to Grandma's house you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on, Red. Give us a swing for old time's sake. Yeah. Do we like the new Red Riding Hood? Oh, yeah. She ain't your grandmother's Red Riding Hood, okay? All right, Nancy Hay is Matilda Bruja, Steampunk Witch. She is the one your mother warned you about. If you're nice and pay the proper price, she will stir you up a potion to tell the complete truth or bring back one of the almost dead. She can create a spell to frighten your enemies to death or make them like your karaoke singing. She's whimsical, but watch out. She is not to be trifled with. All right. Love that bustle, baby. Curtis Carlson, Nerg, Level 3 Ventilation Management Shaman. Nerg is a Morlock with heavy responsibilities, including motor maintenance, clearing uncooperative duct obstructions, and selecting sacrifices for remediation of major technical difficulties. That sounds like a self-created job to me. He is also the task force lead on the Chronos Shuttle reverse engineering effort in Tunnel 18. Nerg's favorite possession is Frinktig, his giant crescent wrist. You gave your wrench a name. Frickin. Yes. Oh, I love people that name their tools. Oh, perk it up, baby. I'm going to see you later. Okay. Going on, we have Sandra Fora. She is Jack the Ripper. October 1888, Whitechapel, London. Oh, there is a scourge out there to be sure, lurking in the disreputable taverns and side streets, attracting young and old alike, contaminating the flesh and polluting the soul. Many long years that I studied medicine, learning of disease and corruption. Sometimes the only thing to do is to cut it out. Come here, dearie. No, nothing to fear from the doctor. Dr. Ripples. They barely suspect a woman. I like sick, maniacal, and wonderful. Can you do this? I love it. Clean up your mess, sweetie. That's what we got to do. Michelle Shropshire is Madame Macabre. She is an eccentric undertaker with a penchant for unique fashion. She has spent her life fighting oddities and educating herself in the wonders of the world. Now she shares some of what she learned in her role of head mistress at Junto Academy. A fashionable undertaker. We love it, don't we? Oh, come on, she's an undertaker. She may have to do you. You want her to make you look good dead or not? Ruth Clausen. Oh, we already did that. How did she get back in here? All right, Diana Gibbon. Sadie Caesalia is from H.P. Lovecraft's world, derived from both the shadow over Innsmouth and Dagon. She is a two-legged female human octopus hybrid with special abilities that include an ink cloud, providing total concealment, and tentacle sense, granting blind sight to prevent attacks against her. Sadie will be appearing at the Wild West Con in March to cast her vote for Cthulhu for president, and she beseeches you to join her. Diana Gibbon is wearing her own original design, crafted by Jonah Buttrick and hand-painted by Diana. She crafted her necklace, which was featured in the Scottsdale Civic Center and Airport Museum. Cthulhu for president! Why? Because we want to vote for the lesser evil. All right, I think we're done. Yes. All right, can we call, and I hate to tell you folks, that's it. Can we call all of our models back to the stage and let everyone have one last look? And maybe bid. All right, come on out here, ladies. Come on out. Let's get to the center. Everybody. Let's get to the stage. Oh, yeah, she's going to get to the center. Where's Rock Boy? Come on, Rock Boy. Let's get it out here. All the vampire hunters to the back. Stay in the back. Oh, yeah. Get to the center, sweetie. We're right there. All right, that's what we got. Keep going, darling, because we got somebody behind you. Woo! Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on. wonderful. I just want to hear it. Yeah. So that's why I'm face the audience. Let them see that wonderful outfit you got there. These are the models from the Screampunk Fashion Show. Can we hear it? Please, give your love. Show your love. We're happy to be here. All right. Oh, we still have models coming. Don't forget, there are bedroom adventures up here. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're young. All right. Oh, yes. We're after you. Oh, wonderful. Find a spot, folks. There is space on the stage. Please make it to the stage, everyone. All right. You want to do that? Go for it. Okay. You can take me off mic. And I'm trying to short people. That's fine. Short people up front. Short people up front. Go for it.
Take Mari offline and put the mic.
Thank you, everybody, for coming to my Screampunk Fashion Show, Gaslight Gathering. I am Lisa Baca. We are looking at many of the models from San Diego Steampunk, the Arizona Steampunk group. We have people here from Long Beach, San Dimas, San Jose, virtually all over. So I'd like to thank the models. You all did a great job. If you would like photographs with the models, please meet them over there. I would just like to announce in our grand finale, the Octopus Lady, Diana has a wonderful steampunk convention in Arizona every March, Wild Wild West Ride. San Diego Steampunk organizes a huge caravan, and we all take a road trip out there and party for 3 or 4 days and nights. It's delightful. We encourage you all to join us. It's almost like part 2 of Gaslight, but it's a totally different experience. It's just great. And also, I would like to extend a very special thanks to really the person behind the scenes that put this all together, from the music to the order of the models. Ladies and gentlemen, Karina Wolf. And again, thank you all for coming. Goodbye.
Good job, Lisa.